Kia ora, Pacific greetings and talofa lava to our English-speaking audience. Following the Voyage program aims to communicate key information to raise awareness within the Pacific communities and create greater understanding between our communities. The show encourages passion for education, business ventures, celebrating culture and understanding the social and economic issues impacting our communities. This show was made possible by Foundation North, Vuxit and Borich Civil Engineering, the Voyage Media Limited and Face TV. This show is available on YouTube, Face TV, on demand and at voyagemedia.co.nz. Leo tu leo le nei pala kalame sa moe ma lau whaafonga na ia whaailoa, whaamalamalama malongolongo puia li i vaanga tāua o le nonofo i le nei tunu. Ia whaimata iala e te tala ai le tātou ai i leo te lenga, ai leo le whaapuma mo. A malamalama lo utou mamalu e le uma le whetuleni mai o manatu. Ma whaufonga le lei e ma whaiai o na tātou whaatino ina, tu langa tāle whenga i le lei mō le tamao ainga o tātou tangata nu sa moa i Aotearoa. In the studio today we have Whamoetauloa Jerome Mika, Business Director, Tātou. Jerome has invested a number of years in the Pacific region, pioneering movements of social change, and has worked with Pacific leadership in New Zealand to grow influence globally. He has spent 15 years working for Pacific and Maori communities in various political, employment and community advocacy roles. Jerome offers a cultural lens working as the business director in Tātou. His extensive networks gives the business a unique opportunity to grow in a cultural competency space. Jerome is a strong communicator, a strategic thinker who strives to make a positive impact in a community. Jerome also demonstrates a natural empathy with all people, regardless of background. His matai titles are Whamoetauloa from the Lepas Hawaii and also Poe, a matai title from Mota'a village in Upolu. O le tātou talanoanga ia, o whaatasi mai sa moae, ia le whionga Whamoetauloa, ia Jerome Mika, ia po e foi mai le lalwhanga Mota'a. Ia talanoina nisi o whamoemoenga lana ia foi mata whaioi. Welcome to our program, Jerome. Maloso i fo.
Ia whaatalo whatu. Sunga Wellington e mese foi le malosa mo lo whafonga mai foi nei a fiafi tātou pokalame.
Malo, whaftai mo le whamanoina o lo taimi. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Let's kickstart our talanoanga, our discussion around Tātou. You're a business director of Tātou. Explain this initiative.
So Tātou is it's a cultural offering in the marketing and also agency space within in New Zealand. It's also under the umbrella of Ogilvy and also moving into marketing and working in a lot of businesses within government and also private sector. O nei business o Tātou, o se business I tonu marketing agency, ele malona foi te leo Tātou tangata I tonu I business pare
o Tātou vāne saunanga o whasalalonga, o advertising,
or design, creative works, build ads for ia masangi whai o lesio matou clients o leo, so build police advertising, the recruitment campaign o matou so soani for nei ta upu tonu leo just broadening the profile of police because te level o Tātou tangata or stereotypes, stigma for ia o it's around sort of kele o pālangi and men and very cold, so on matou o nanga for nei I tonu clients ma leo so soani for ia lo tangata it's an inclusive, it's embracing diversity ma me pena, so it's been a real humbling experience. O ni awa noa for I o se awa noa mo lunga whai o na foi Tātou tangata Samoa e mesi foi tangata Pasifika ma Māori because in nei industry le tō ten tangata Pasifika ma Māori o nei tonu I ngā ruenga lea.
The name, the word Tātou, what's behind why is named after Tātou, which is a very island Samoan name.
Yeah. So le ingoa Tātou, it's very generic. Under Māori and also within Pacific, it's about all of us. So website, all of us. So it is about the inclusive nature of our cultural context. I tonu Pasifika, I tonu Māori community. The whole Tātou means Tātou, or all of us.
Very inclusive, eh?
Very inclusive, but also o se brand for whainga, I tātou tangata, saying o nanga peo tatuma branding, it's about all of us. It's not only about an individual, it's about a collective group.
Sa mo malau tapuinga o le peo na sa noia fa mo tau loa ia po Jerome foi. I le tulanga o le nei au nanga po nei pisinisi o le tatou. Ia folinga mai o se au nanga foi le peo sa no fa mo tau loa ina ia mawhai ona so soani a tili ia fa mala matu I papalangi ia matangata New Zealand. Ia pe fa feona so tai o wingo tatou tangata o mafofongo tatou tangata o fea lala mano no foi tatou tangata ina ia mawhai ona fa fale atu ia au nanga ese foi le ina ia awana ia se vai ngai misia tatou fa manuianga tulanga fa pe le la ila to au nanga le folinga mai o se au nanga fai poipo ma company te telepela le okolvi o stasio o advertising agency le lalangi me se New Zealand nei ma Australia e sel ta ua foi la le sa no mai fa mo tolo ile nei au nanga tal fenga o ia se Pacifica e me se Samoa o lo ye ton ele to tele pa i o tatu tu ele ni si o alu fa na o tatu e to tonu o to nga pisi ni si mga luenga fa penei I to tonu le media I po fa la longa es SLTV o le newspaper o le social media tu lang fa pe esel al ta ua you invested significant time in pioneering movements for social change. So elaborate on that.
So, ele tanga lo yonga luengo tonu I trade union movement po le uni tangata whenga. O seava no maulunga po ele e sera o so my father and my mum, my parents, they came over in 71 and 73. So to tele o tatou tangata in Nave Taimi, they entered
early migrants.
Yeah. So they came over, for a better future. They used to say it's the land of milk and honey, o mevapia.
The queen of pasture.
Yeah. Mai tatou tangata I tonu factory, so a lot to man whengalunga le Johnson & Johnson, a lot tinana whengalunga le Hollywood shoes. Au nanga ia, if soswani foi tupu langa la le ia I mātoma, nisi foi tupu langa o loo mai. If soswani foi tatou tangata, a le mena o mana o te iei tonu le uni tangata whengalunga. And whai foi na o soswani foi tatou tangata. So a lot of my work that I've done in the trade union movement has been around advocacy and helping our people out. So it's been a really humbling experience to be able to do that, but also when I do see some of our elders, it kind of reminds me of my parents, and that's what motivates me. I tatou ngaluinga, tauan tatou ieipo, le ale mafua anga e tatou whaininga luenga. So my why was being in the union movement for so long was not the pay, it was actually the opportunity to be able to advocate for our people. So to tele foi o sikanga ma so swani foi I konkalaki.
Tongi.
Yeah, to tongi.
Swingo.
Yeah. O konkalaki ma mewa pena. That's what I love to do, mewa pena. Pea ye foi nisi foi o tatou tangata whainga luenga o loo ye foi ini e mana o miena so swani. I pea o ulas tangata whainga so swani. E lei foi e o atu e foi tatou union member vai atu. E ye foi le si alo Samoa ye foi e so swani tatou tangata. So it was for me, it was a really humbling experience and an opportunity for me to be able to give back to my community because, they always say it's, we stand on the shoulders of giants. And e ei foi tangata I tonu le uni o tina mātua o mā liu o Auntie Philly, Auntie Liz, o vaenga ia pe sosani I tatou tangata, tele o tatou whaipule pe o Vui Makoshi, o Taito Philip Field, o Pito William Seal. Ia o whaipule umba, mai I tonu le uni tangata whenga luenga. So o lo ngā luenga foi, I was there to continue that legacy if soswani tatou tangata I tonu le uni. Yeah, me se voi tatou community.
It seems that you have pretty much advocating for our people, across the board. National Organizer of Samoan First Union. So that is something that it can be very unique. One of the very pioneers of that.
Yeah, Jose, I le lua whesuma wha, na ma whatasi ma le secretary, or Robert Reid, I le First Union. I was able to be given the opportunity by the First Union and the National Secretary at the time, Robert Reid, to start a union in Samoa. The whole thing was we talk about looking after our people, but back in the homeland, there were things like the minimum wage at that time was $2. There were people that didn't get terms and conditions, and we always talk about in Samoa on mea te lulu, on mea whainga te sele. So what you so is what you reap. But a lot of our people weren't getting that fair pay. So, na mato wo, I mean, I went over there, mato ta Norfolk ma nisi o Bisnisi Chamber of Commerce, I Hobart wa ai ma nisi fo I o tato mālo, tangata I sui mālo. So la mata se uni tonu the private sector. So o nei uni, it's a really good movement o taitai la seina I tu tonu I Samoa o seina o tangata ngā lue ma mato taitai nā malpelesi tene fo I an mato yungi I Samoa wa ato nele wha lima tau sanga o alu le yungi. And also we're starting to see a lot of benefits for our people wa matana I lo tatu tangatai ia te tau their entitlements because o telo tatu tangata it's a little bit
so I fuanga lue
that's right
awan mea mo mali tongi
ai fo mea pole NPF le National Provident Fund ma me va pena ele ia tonu konkalaki manisi o tatu employers but it's one of the humbling things that I was able to do within the Samoa First Union was when Yasaki had to close. E tō tele o tangata le loa, le matoa wala na whaina, whai konkalake. So Yasaki at the time was looked after by Arrow, which is in Australia. And yeila mato a relationship with NUW, National Union of Workers I Australia. Na maua lale avano whena o walue tala norma negotiate ma le wanga I tonu le Arrow around some redundancy for Yasaki because wa matepe fitu te varusela o tangata ye tonu Yasaki. So we were able to secure actually a redundancy payment for our people in Samoa and it was something that I thought was important for us because tō tele o tatou tangata e whainga luenga, not realising there are other people, onisi fo opo kiki ma kampangi ma mewa penga, that influence our jobs. So through the Samoa First Union, manisi fo unasa uni saporu, ma lato ingon. So swani mai fo I le whāwaina le Samoa First Union.
It seems that also you have a lot to do with the Pacifica leadership in New Zealand. What's the government places emphasis on Pacifica leadership in New Zealand? Would you share around that area?
I currently hold the Labour Vice President for the Labour Party, so it's like the equivalent of a board, and it's an opportunity to serve our people, an opportunity to advocate also within the Labour Party. Through the trade union movement, I was able to be elected onto that board, and it's I've served on that board now for 4 years. And that in itself was just to try and make sure that the Pacific lens, Pacific context was considered every time we worked on any policy or even the list or even just placings for some of our people within the Labour Party.
That is really great. I mean, your work around the Maori communities, how much have you done around that space?
Yeah, so
being Samoan and also part of helping and also advocating for Maori.
Yeah, so my wife of 20 years this year, she is Dutch Māori from Whakatane.
Happy anniversary.
Yeah. So we both have got 4 boys, and our oldest boy is 18 this year, and he's grown up in a kohanga reo. And so through our journey, one of the things that I did was actually learn how to speak Māori. So through a Te Wānanga arareo course, and it was important for me to do that, but also a little bit easier because I could speak Samoan, and it makes it easier to learn a sort of third language. But I've worked with some of our Te Reo Māori, and I've learnt a lot of our work in our community, but also done a lot of work with some of our people, and it's something that I'd love to talk about more, probably in our next session as well.
It seems that I mean, you're in the space of media and tato. I mean, it's very ideal having spoken more than one language in terms of your role within the community and also the business community. When we come back, we will be asking Jerome about the Kiwi Pan Pacifica Rugby Challenge Tour. Welcome back. This show was made possible by Foundation North, Wooksit and Porridge Civil Engineering, the Voyage Media Limited and Face TV. continuing our discussion with Jerome Mika from Tato. The Kiwi Bank Pacifica Rugby Challenge 2 is revealing an expanded program of activities to celebrate Pacific culture on Wednesday, 31st August, thanks to the support of Kiwi Bank, which was announced this week at Pacific Advanced Secondary School, Otahu, Auckland. Let's talk about Kiwi Bank Pacifica Challenge 2. Jerome, what is this?
It's a continuation from the 2017 Pacifica Challenge, and what we've seen is it's an opportunity for our countries to almost fine-tune their preparation for
You're
World
talking
Cup.
about Fiji, Tonga and Samoa?
Yep, and
Okay.
also the Residents 15, so New Zealand Residents 15. So it's an opportunity for our people and our teams to be able to almost prepare, because it's important for them to get the most, because a lot of them play in different European clubs. So it is bringing their team together and having a sort of a dress rehearsal before they head to World Cup in Japan.
And for New Zealand-owned bank, Kiwi Bank, securing naming rights of the Pacifica Challenge 2, how important is the relationship with the New Zealand-owned Kiwi Bank?
I think it's an important opportunity to see that we've got our own companies here supporting our Pacific people. If we look at, even within New Zealand, Auckland is the biggest Pacific city in the world, and I think they've recognised the importance of embracing the diversity in our Pacific culture as well. So I think for them, they've seen it as an opportunity to be able to partner with our people, but also look at ways to give back to our community, and this is one of those opportunities for them.
Ole saunoanga fa mo tauloa, tulanga fo ile sa mo mana tapo inga ole ta'alonga nei le stolsfulta si okuso. O Tonga sa mo mafiti le tapenanga mo le fa mo fo le mo Japani. The three Pacific rugby powerhouses, Fiji, Tonga and Samoa, will showcase their talents before Japan World Cup 2019. Former All Black and proud Kiwi Samoan Sir Michael Jones said Pacifica Challenge 2 will be so much more than on-field rugby. Yeah.
So I fo tapenanga I tonu nei event in Manao Mia, so we have made it a Pacific experience. So we're looking to organise a tag tournament from 8 to 12, and also giving the opportunity for some of our schools because of the Christchurch tragedy, and whaingalako perform i the Polyfest. So o nei fo I avanoa watu fo I aonga from 12 to 2. If so anyway watu slato avanoa whaingalato koe perform ai fo I o Eden Park. So we seen this as a Pacifica experience.
It's a double header.
Double header plus
the culture and sport.
Sport, and us we juggle a lot of things within our own lives. So if we can kind of make that under the in terms of our tickets, if so for you, not only about the game, but you'll get to see some performances, and you'll get to watch some of our young play tag within Eden Park.
Eden Park. Well, I mean, you did mention earlier about the biggest Polynesian city, Okilangi, and it seems that it's quite fitting. Before the World Cup, Tonga, Samoa, Fiji is doing really well in terms of the Pacific nations by the look of things. And again, Tonga will play the All Blacks here before they fly to Japan. Samoa will be hosted by the Wallabies in Perth before they depart for Japan. So this is an opportunity that our people, our very community in New Zealand should come together and give that support, that moral support, and be part of the whole. Yeah.
So one of the things, we had the launch yesterday, and we had some of the greats like Surveyor Sir Michael Jones, also Ronnie Clark, Savia Tama, and we had some of the Tongan greats like Jerome Mika from the 2011 team, and all of them. These are some of our legends of rugby, and they're all there to get our community. So if there's anything that I do ask is that our community try and support. And the tickets are $25, $12 for kids, and we're trying to make it accessible for our kids and also our community, looking at different ways that we can use that event to bring all our people together. So there are some competitions we're looking at to try and, if a youth group can get a certain amount of tickets, they get to bring their FFL to the VIP lounge. We're also looking at some social media campaigns around singing the national anthem, and whoever can get the best shares they will be able to sing at this event. But it is about bringing our community together. And I do hope that a lot of our community support this and really come together to celebrate Pasifika.
O le tāua i o le nei wha moe pe on sao noa wha moe tau loa Jerome Mika sa moa malau wha whonga ina i mwhai ona lango ina i o le tātou tunu. E maise le Pasifika. Kiwi Bank CEO Steve Cherkovich said, "We are excited to be supporting this celebration of Pasifika and world-class rugby. Flair Field Rugby is a great opportunity to experience the best of our diverse New Zealand culture." Having that commercial support from a New Zealand-owned bank, you know, to come out and be part of the, and by the same time, you know, in terms of the Kiwi Bank to be very much part of o tangata Pasifika, tangata Samoa, tonga whiti, to e lau, o tu walu i New Zealand, nei, la le tā ua le vai.
It's it's being it's a reciprocal relationship. They give to us, but we give them back in terms of our people. For ile, the importance you know, some of these big companies, banks mabeva pena lato reflecting nisi fo o tato tapinanga e mese nisi o tato events because if you look at the youngest population, our people, we have the youngest median age of 23, and I think it's 34 in terms of the national median age. So
60% of our Pacific population are young people.
Yeah, and they're born in New Zealand as well. So o me lava pena o te loe o I fo pisingisi ma bank fa pena. They actually need us more than we need them. So I think with this, it's great support in terms of the event, but I think also you'll start to see the increase in terms of demand and people wanting to be part of the Pasifika sort of culture, and our, being able to showcase what we have. And this rugby event is one of those things.
Savaila Auli Sir Michael Jones, rugby legend, son of Samoa, is deeply involved in this Kiwi Bank Pasifika Challenge too before the World Cup. And also he sits at the New Zealand Rugby Board. How important Sir Michael Jones being part of all this specific bringing together of our people at all levels?
Oh, it's so important. Sir Michael Jones is, we were joking yesterday that when he asks us to jump, we say how high. And Savai has been a legend on the field, but also off the field. He's been one of those trailblazers that we continue to support. O nei mea fo I tonu tatou atunu o stangata fo I o levana tautua tatou atunu, and it's something that we've always talked about. Tautua, and now that he's in a position of leadership, he still wants to serve and advocate for our people, and that's the heart that I love through Savai Sir Michael Jones, and also just what he does. Scriptural saying, you will be judged by your fruits. And I think if you look at all the work that he's done in the community and on the field, it's something that we don't even have to talk about because it speaks highly in terms of who he is.
You have initiated and is currently involved in various community and business initiatives. When we think about our people to become self-employed, what would you say around that space?
There's a number of things that we need to consider there. One is the opportunities for our people. When we've been given opportunities on the sports field, we flourish. When we've been given opportunities, in music, we flourish. Academic, we reach the top. Business is another one of those things that we have to start, aspiring to, but also getting our people in the right position. Because if we're given the opportunity, no doubt our people have always survived. We adapt to to the society, and we are able. I don't say that proudly. I just think that we're a determined people. We're also one that I call it the collective leadership. We do it, but we do it together. We do it not only for ourselves as individuals, but we do it for our family, we do it for our extended family, we do it for our church, we do it for our Samoan community or our Pacific community. But we always have to remember why we do it. So, to be whamaurunga, e whaia tātou sosoani, mai ātina e tātou tangata tonu i New Zealand, ai mesa wai Pasifika.
Ia, mai se foi e mana tua aina i tua a ma tua ua mawai atu na mua mai ni sili nei. As a husband and father, what experience have you poured into your roles from that aspect of your life? I mean, with 4 boys, and also the other, your good lady, she's tangata whenua, she's Māori. What have you...
I mean, I've spoken about it many times. I always say that you can't save the world if you don't look after your family. And I've been very privileged to have such a great wife who's, you know, she's a very strong professional woman. She's a clinical psychologist and a person who's been able to study and reach the highest level in mental health. Her thesis was on Māori mental health and accessibility for that. But we both try and juggle our professional life to, you know, bring up our kids because, you know, I'm a son of a minister or a son of a preacher man, and it was, you know, Dad was so passionate for the community, and you know, he did his best with us. Tau tua so soani e foi nisi o tatu e kalesia o me foi nei na wa ia foi ia u I meia e lo tiute pe te ma e so soani e foi nisi o fa na we mese foi e fai foi na tau tua tatu e kalesia. So you know, all these things is it's a, as the celebrant said to us at our marriage, it's a process, not an event. And so I think even within our journey as family life and our professional life and our church life, it's not a thing that you get there. You have to keep working at it, and it's one of those things you know, we all continue to do.
Well, given 2 titles, Matai titles from your family, does it have any bearing on roles in your life?
Hugely. You know, I mean, I did that because I think it was important for me to give back to my parents, and but also to stay connected. You know, they talk about whasino manga, or over here they talk about what is your
identity.
So, and that's me, you know. And but also my thing is also to teach my kids, because they're going to be trilingual, around remembering the homeland. You know, remembering our people, never to forget our people. And I think for us, no matter what, you know, even we talk about Sir Michael Jones, you know, he's reached the limits of so many things with business and sport, but he never forgets our people. And I think for all of us, we have to remember, no matter how successful we get, we have to always remember our people and our elders that have come before, like you've mentioned, and also their tautua and their service.
Well, thank you very much for your final word. What would you like to say to our people?
I just think you know, our people, we're so resilient and so passionate for our community. I think we just continue doing what we do, but also just reminding ourselves to do it for the best interests of all of us rather than just individuals.
Well, this is our program. Many thanks for watching. For you, you can catch us next week at the same time to see the program on Face TV on demand, YouTube, or on the Voyage Media website. Until next time, tō whāsoi fō.